What's up, Capricorn? This is Marcus from King of Lions Oracle, back with the Tao and Oracle reading here for you. All right, so we're going to clarify, we're going to get some energies here for you. I'm going to first get you some Oracle cards, right? And then after we get you some Oracle cards, we'll get some clarification for you. So we have Starbathing. We have The Creative. Then I'll get one more Moonology Oracle card for you. Once we get the Moonology Oracle card, we'll get you some tarot. Let's see what we have for you for today. Okay. So we have communication is key. Alright, so Capricorn, we're going to see what we have for you for March 2022. Angel Spirit Guides, please give me a clear message for Capricorn on March 2022. Alright, so you have the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, Two of Wands, and Empress. Really, really, really good energy there. Alright, let's see what else we got for you under the creative. We have Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. Spirit's talking loud now. We have the Judgment card. So it looks like March 2022 is going to be big energy and big movement for you, Capricorn. Let's see what else we have. Under communication is key. What else do we have here? Alright, so Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Devil card with the Four Wands. Sorry, Four Swords. Alright, at the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. Okay? Alright, so Capricorn, what I can see is you have a lot of movement that's going to happen during the March 2022. So the first Oracle card that I have here for you is Starbathing. Okay? And the Starbathing, this is light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. So during this time, you're getting some inspiration that's going to come to you. Okay, as you can see with the Ace of Wands, you're getting some inspiration that's going to come to you that's going to change totally how you look at things, totally how you feel, totally how you see the future. Now, the Seven of Swords is representative of a person who's strategizing and they're trying to get away with things. What I take from this is that you're going to get some inspiration or a brand new idea that's going to be so life-changing. You know, it might be something that you might be the first person to create, like a new industry. And you don't really want to tell everybody your idea because you know it's such a good idea that you're going to strategize, you're going to kind of put together things and put the plans in order. All right. Now, just looking at this here, the gentleman has two swords in front of him. He's looking back. He has three swords on his shoulder, and then there's two swords in the ground. Now, just instinctively, what I'm seeing with this is you have two swords that are in the ground that have you grounded. Two swords is about indecision. He has two swords that's in front of him, and he's looking over his back. And as looking over his back, he's holding three swords. So in the past, you may have had a really, really good idea, or you might have had something that was really smart that for the most part you was able to kind of break through. But somebody might have stolen your idea. And that kind of broke your heart. That kind of made you feel, you know, like you couldn't come up with any other ideas, or someone stole your inspiration. And so that made the indecision that happened to you in the past and the indecision that's going on in the future. You know, with the three swords that's over the right shoulder, that's just showing that you have that heartbreak. So now you're moving a little bit more optimistic because you see the yellow in the background and you're thinking to yourself, hey, if I just keep this idea to myself, I think I might be able to bring it to fruition. They have the red hat, which red represents passion, and it also represents a little bit of danger. So you know that this could be a dangerous thought, or it could be something that kind of is a game changer. And so you want to keep this energy to yourself. All right? Now, I'm seeing here that you have the Hermit. So it's possible that this inspiration of this idea that you had came to you while you were in meditation, or maybe while you were by yourself, or kind of looking, within. All right. Now, this is also another earth energy. This is the Virgo energy. So possibly if you don't have Virgo in your chart, maybe it was a Virgo that may have inspired you. Or maybe this could have been something that came to you during Virgo season of last year that's more prominent now. And you're realizing that this might be a great idea. You may have kind of revamped your idea and you're making it a lot better. Now, this right here is really good energy. So you have the two also of wands, and you see the gentleman's holding the earth in his hand, and then you have the Empress. So this is saying that the world is yours. All you have to do is just imagine what you want to go forward, and it's going to grow. It's going to be fruitful. It's going to be abundant. It's going to be very abundant. Now, this person has already taken their wand, they put it in the ground, and they're kind of holding the second one, and they're not sure exactly where they're going to place it, but they have a good idea of what they want to do with it, and they're just kind of looking over the land, and they realize that the world is their peach. They can basically do whatever they choose to do with it. Now, since you have the Empress energy with this, the Empress is about growth, about magnification. It's about connecting and being grounded. So now that inspiration that you had, that spirit inspiration you have your one wand in the ground, now you're going to grow. And as you see, the sun's in the background, amplifying everything that's on the earth. Okay, Capricorn? And you being an earth sign, you've had your inspiration, which can be represented by the sun or it could be represented by the sun energy. And then with this Empress energy, this is going to grow. This is going to be something that's going to grow within you. All right. Now, Empress is represented by Venus. Okay. And Venus is about money. Venus is about growth. Venus is about love. But this is also about building lovely foundations with money and also within your relationships. Right now, actually, Venus is in Capricorn. So this is something that's beneficial to you. And if you have this Venus in your chart in Capricorn, this is going to be even more beneficial to you. All right, so the second oracle card we have here is the creative. So as you can see, you definitely have some creative energies that's coming here for you. Now, if you look at this hand that's in the middle, and it's got stars kind of glittering from it, and then you see all the colors of the rainbow around it. Now, before I look at some of the characteristics of the card, intuitively, what I see this looks like it might be inspiration from the Archangel Raziel. Raziel is represented by the rainbow, and Raziel is a person who gives you knowledge whenever you're looking for knowledge to kind of increase yourself moving forward. And so I see here that you basically just have to kind of reach out and grab what's available to you. You're creative, okay? And with the Empress card here, this means that your creativity is going to be super abundant, okay? Now, the creative card, this is about active yang cycle, the active yang principle. This is about growth. It's about strength. It's about tenacity, dynamism, inspiration, heaven, masculinity, authority, that father energy. So you can almost look at this in a way as like a combination of the Emperor Empress energy. This is that masculine energy, reaching out, going to get things, growing, creating, setting structures, moving things. Right? Now this is wonderful because as you see here, you have the circle and then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Wheel of Fortune, this is about the universe sending messages to you that things are going to be beneficial to you. Now, right now, as I mentioned to you before, you have a few different signs that's in your sign. So you have Venus, which is in your sign. But if you notice all the energies that are in the corners, you have the Aquarius, you have Scorpio, then down at the bottom you have Taurus, and you also have Leo. All right. So if you have any of these in your chart, this is going to be beneficial for you. Right now, Uranus is in Taurus, which is representative of technology and things growing in technology as we are in the Aquarius age. So your idea or this inspiration you may have something to do with you doing something online, something creative that might be beneficial to you, that's going to give you that spark. All right? Now, I'm going to keep this up. So you also have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is represented by a 10, which if you add 1 plus 0 is equal to a 1. So you're having a new cycle where you're getting that new inspiration. The universe is handing you new inspiration that's going to be very fruitful. And if you look at this, the wand is growth. It's growing. It's a tree that has no roots, but you can already see that there's already sprouts coming from it. So wherever you plant this, whatever you decide to do, it's gonna grow, and it's gonna come to fruition. It's gonna be strong. You know, you have all of these positive energies that's just going to show that whatever you do right now, Capricorn, is going to be so beneficial to you. And you just want to make sure that during the month of March, you take advantage of that. And also, I recommend for you to check out my video with the Pisces season energy. Because I also remember things being very fruitful for you also. And you having that inspiration to grow things. All right? So, you have the Judgment card. Well, as you can see, things are coming, and the universe is kind of is conspiring in your favor. As you can see, there's a guardian angel that's blowing the horn, and it's kind of bringing these people who are in their coffins, who are dead, and it's bringing them back to life. So this idea that you're having, it's going to come to you. This is going to change totally how you look at things. And this is going to inspire you so much that you're going to be able to inspire other people. And you have a lot of positive energy coming from this for you. As long as you take action and as long as you move yourself forward, you've really got a good chance that you're going to be able to take total advantage of it. Communication is key, right? So this is new moon in Gemini. Right, so what this is saying is that this new idea that you're having, in the beginning, you want to take some time, plan, strategize, figure out exactly what you're going to do. And what I'm seeing is that you're going to work on that primarily during March 2022, but it looks like it may come to fruition, or you might actually have to start telling people about the idea, or maybe put pen to paper or put the idea out there. During Gemini season, particularly looks like during the new moon. Okay. So now that you have that Ace of Wands, okay, now you have your wand and you're looking at it with inspiration and you're refining it. All right. Pages of Wands are also representative of messages. So you may have a message that comes to you in any different way. It could be a text message, it could be an email. There's a lot of different ways the message is going to come, but this is going to be something that's part of this inspiration that you come, or that you have that's coming to you. And it's a possibility that you're working on this inspiration, and while you're working on this inspiration, you have somebody give you a message that kind of adds to your idea, that might make you be able to innovate on your own idea. Just make sure that you sit and take some time and marinate on it, and it's going to work out perfectly for you. But it looks like you have a lot of fire energy that's going to help you build, with the earth energy that you already have within you, Capricorn. All right. So we have the Capricorn energy here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a resourceful person. Is a person that can make a business. They're the person that made $1 million selling lemons selling lemonade because they had lemons. So if you just take a time, if you kind of look and you see how the Queen of Pentacles is looking down at the pentacle and kind of analyzing all sides of it, that's what you may have to do with your new idea. Take some time. Look at all sides of it, how it could be beneficial, what holes might be there, what people might poke into it. But if you look at this person, they're sitting on their throne and everything around them is abundant. Everything is growing. They have a nice sturdy chair. So the seat that they're sitting in is sturdy. So this means that your ideas or everything that's going to come for you will be sturdy. You see the wearing red clothing, which is about passion. This is about, controlling their fears. And they have the green cloak on. The green cloak is controlling from the heart. And then the yellow in the background is just letting you know that things are going to be beneficial for you, and have the sun energy that's kind of shining on you. And that's matching the sun energy that's here with the Empress. Okay? So you have a lot of positive energy that's shining in you. Right now, as I mentioned before, you have a lot of different things that are in your sign, Capricorn. There's a lot of things that's there. And so you just want to take advantage of all of those energies. Okay? Now, I see you have the Four of Swords, and then you have the Devil energy. Right? Now, the Four of Swords is about meditation. This is about taking some time to heal, taking some time to relax. The Devil energy, this is about being aware of the different things that possibly are like your addictions or different things that might take control of you. But with this upright, this is saying that you're aware of it, and that you've been sitting, you've been meditating, you've actually been healing from these things. And because of the fact that you've been healing from these things, and because of the fact that you can see and you're aware of it, it's no longer slowing you down, and it's actually empowering you. It's actually going to put you in the best move so that you can take the best steps forward to grow. The Four of Swords that you see, it almost looks like it's a casket. But this is actually a person sitting on top of a casket because they've already gone to war. They've experienced all the pain, that they felt. If you see the Three of Swords above them, that pain that's in their heart is above them. And it's something that they've looked onto. But they have that Ace of Swords in the bottom, that one sword that's kind of changing their thought process and where they're going and how they're looking at everything going forward. All right? Now, these next two, as you see, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Two of Cups. Now, this is the bottom of the deck energy. So you're going to have a union, or you're going to have a connection with someone that's going to help you move forward and move this idea that you have, or move this thought process that you have. All right? And then you have the Ace of Swords. This is about enlightenment, comes to the crown chakra. Okay, now the only thing about the Ace of Swords is that sometimes you get the Ace of Swords after you've had some hardship. So, as we mentioned here, with these last energies, you have to take some time to kind of meditate. And once you meditated, you was able to see clearly what you needed to get away from, or what you needed to grow from, so that you can be able to take advantage of this opportunity that's going to be handed to you. Okay, it looks like you're going to have something that's going to come to you that's going to be very fruitful. It's going to help you to grow, and it's going to help you to change your thought process. And if you see around the sword, there's 6 pieces of yod, and 6 is representative of victory. All right, so I think things are really going to be good for you. I think you just have to take advantage of the energies and take advantage of the time. Again, I want to just thank you for spending some time here with me, Capricorn. I wish the best for you. And if you can, like, share, subscribe, that helps me with the channel. If you're interested, you can certainly donate. My information will be in the description box. And for those who are interested, I'm going to be giving away 10 free readings individually for the first 10 people who email me. So I hope I can get some contact with people so they'll be able to see what I can do. All right. So I just want to say to everybody, thank you for your time. Peace.